Hello and welcome to Last Week in Finance. Today is June 6th of 2021. Let's start with the numbers. The S&P 500, guess again, all-time high this week, up 0.61%. Right now the S&P is at 4,229 points. The DXY, the US dollar index, flat for the week at 90 points. Gold, a little bit of a pullback, 0.28% for the week. Right now, the ounce of gold is shy of 1,900. Right now, it's at $1,894. Silver also flat, slightly down for the week. Right now, the ounce of silver is at $27.82. Copper also actually way down. That regarding other commodities. Right now, the pound of copper is at $4.51. And when you said commodities had a rough week, crude oil said, hold my beer, went up almost 4%. Right now, the barrel of crude oil is shy of $70 per barrel. The 10-year yield of the 10-year treasury bond down 3% for the week. Right now, that yield is stuck at 1.554%. Bitcoin, stable week for crypto standards, 3% up for the week. Right now, Bitcoin's around 36,000 per Bitcoin. More on that later. And Ethereum actually way up for the week, almost 11%. Right now, Ethereum it's at $2,691 last time I checked. So remember these things change change every now and then, a couple hours, a couple minutes. So do your research. For U.S. news, the jobless claim report, the better than expected, actually one of the best since the COVID-19 struck the U.S. March last year, under 400,000 for the first time in more than a year. The new jobless claim report is actually at 3,800, 3,000, let me check, 385K, that's under 400,000. So, good news? Not a bad news. Of course, the big news in that regard is the non-farm payroll report for last month. It was at 559K for the week. New jobs, non-farm new jobs for the month. Although it was shy from the expectation of 650,000 new jobs. So shy over there. I'm not gonna say it's bad. I'm not gonna say it's good, but it's an upward trend. So I'll take it. Right now, the unemployment rate in the United States, the U3 unemployment rate is 5.8%. Although the U6 unemployment rate, remember, this is the real one, I mean, the most accurate one that accounts for people who are underemployed and looking for a better job. It's at 10.2%. For me, it should be like 16, but still. Okay, 10 for 2%. Okay, I'll take that. And I was reading something the other day that says that there is a theory that the government is, running these big stimulus checks, unemployment benefits, whatever, in order to artificially stimulate an increase of the minimum wage. Remember, since the Obama years, they were pushing for a $15 an hour new minimum wage and set that standard. The thing is, right now they're doing indirectly with the unemployment benefits. How? Of course, many people are discouraged to get back to work because they're receiving these very generous unemployment benefits. And people simply don't want to work, Walmart or on a small restaurant or McDonald's or whatever. And these companies are encouraged right now to offer generous entry-level salaries. I've read that people newly graduated from high school are receiving their first job around $18 per hour in their new jobs. And of course, there's a little bit of conspiracy theory, but I won't discard it that those stimulus checks and the unemployment benefits are on purpose executed to cause companies to just raise their wages. And of course, if we get, I mean, right now with the inflation, of course, there is inflation. We don't know if it is transitory or not. But the thing is that we've seen this inflation because commodity prices show demand supply disruptions, the supply chain, and whatnot, whatever, many external factors. But if we get wage inflation in the consumer products, in the end products and services, that's a whole new ball game. If the inflation reaches the wage inflation, the employees inflation, that's a wrap. It's high inflation all over the place, and we're stuck with that. So keep that in mind. Now, for the crypto guys, I have some news for you. The El Salvador president Nayib Bukele is going to admit Bitcoin as a legal tender in their country, in El Salvador. So what does it mean? I mean, El Salvador is a very small company, a small economy, sorry. It's a it's a poor country, let's be honest with that. But it could set a precedent for other bigger economies, bigger countries to accept Bitcoin as a legal tender. And of course, the news is rolling around, is creating this big PA movement. Actually, El Salvador president on their Twitter, in his Twitter account, he has the picture with the laser eyes and the whole thing. So keep that in mind. Of course, and regarding real estate news, apparently mortgage demand is going down. People actually are soliciting less mortgage, and of course, the banks are not approving too many new mortgage loans. At the same time, the purchases of new homes are been declining in the past few weeks, and the transaction volumes have been coming down in the past couple of weeks. So keep that in mind. Maybe the real estate market is cooling off. I'm not gonna call on that yet, but I see a trend, a small trend, so keep that in mind. Although, if you go to Canada, it's a whole new thing. Canada apparently is gonna continue to keep a white hot real estate market. This is according to Global News Canada. Because the thing is, remember, in Canada, unlike the United States, the hot real estate market, we see it in Florida, in Texas, Nevada, and suburbs of California, New York, Connecticut, whatever. In Canada, it's systemic, it's all over the fucking country. So, small towns in Ontario, in British Columbia, Halifax, Nova Scotia, you name it, Canada, all around the market is white hot. Now, how can this be and how will happen? Okay, First, the supply of new homes are practically not existent. There is no new constructions or very few new constructions for many reasons. I'm not gonna get to that. And the other thing is Canada is expected to bring to the country new migrants in the numbers of over 400,000 new migrants each year from the next 5 years or so. And remember, unlike United States, when the most of the migrants the United States receives is people from Central America, South America, and Mexico, and from Eastern Europe, or maybe from Northern Africa or whatever. So low wages, low income migrants. Although Canada, they only like to receive white collar migrants, engineers, doctors, lawyers, businessmen, C-suite executive, whatever. So people with high purchasing power, and it's gonna keep driving the demand up for real estate pieces all around Canada. So keep that in mind. In Canada, we probably will see a red hot real estate market in the next few years. Having said that, that will be all for the week. I hope you have very nice Sunday, very nice week, and we'll see you next week. Bye bye, take care.